Brazil's central bank barred virtual assets from settlement inside regulated eFX international payment channels. Brazil bans virtual frames the pressure because the move does not ban crypto across Brazil, but it closes a specific supervised payment rail to stablecoin settlement. Resolution BCB No. 561 requires foreign exchange transactions or non-resident real accounts for these flows. The useful part is the test in front of the story, not a broad market slogan. Provider authorization and stablecoin guidance will show how strict the implementation becomes. That gives the opening a measurable checkpoint and keeps the story tied to named levels, named participants, named rules, or named product steps. The confirmed baseline is a targeted regulatory restriction. Approved and transitional eFX providers cannot use virtual assets in payment or receipt processes under the framework. Transitional providers must apply for authorization by May 31, 2027 to continue operating legally. This baseline matters because it gives viewers the part that can be checked before any larger conclusion is drawn. It also limits the story to the facts already visible. The rule targets supervised international payment rails, not every crypto activity in Brazil. The viewer can separate the setup from speculation. One side is the factual baseline, and the other is the result that still needs confirmation. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The mechanism is foreign exchange supervision, replacing crypto settlement inside the eFX channel. In plain English, the central bank wants regulated cross-border payments to move through FX transactions or non-resident accounts. For Brazil bans virtual, that mechanism matters because stablecoins may be useful for payments, but the rule keeps them out of this regulated channel. The stress point is specific, whether providers can redesign settlement flows without losing speed or cost advantages. This is the part that makes the headline useful because it explains why one level, deadline, filing, reserve figure, integration, or data point can change behavior. The direct impact lands on eFX providers, fintechs, stablecoin users, and cross-border payment firms. Providers must comply with FX-based settlement rules or risk losing legal operating status. The policy also responds to concern that about 90% of crypto flows relate to stablecoins in the supplied evidence. The practical consequence is Brazil is drawing a boundary around where stablecoins can operate. That is the viewer value here, understanding who faces the change and why the change is not the same for every participant. The effect is not evenly distributed, so the segment focuses on the group with the clearest supported exposure. The unresolved part is how firms will adjust and whether future rules expand the restriction. The eFX rule does not prove a full national ban on crypto payments. That gap matters because the measure is specific to regulated international payment channels. The cleaner proof would be authorization decisions, compliance updates, and follow-on stablecoin rules. Until that appears, the story should be read as a defined setup with a real open question. That does not make the story smaller. It makes it cleaner because the unresolved detail is exactly where risk can be misread. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The concrete signal to follow is May 31, 2027 authorization deadline and provider compliance plans. Those signals will show whether firms can remain active under the new settlement limits. Brazil bans virtual becomes easier to read if providers shift to FX settlement and obtain authorization. It weakens if firms miss deadlines or regulators broaden restrictions. The final readout is simple. Brazil is restricting the rails, not banning the whole market. A strong next signal should be observable, not emotional. A filing, close, data release, official term, usage number, or liquidity change.